Pretty brutal out. I'm very wet. Well, we're back at it. This is my first time this year winter camping. The weather's looking great. I'm pretty excited. It's the middle of February, and the weather's been unseasonably warm this year. Makes it perfect for winter camping. This is my first time in this location, so gotta find a spot to set up camp. Looks like some kind of dog tracks. It snowed last night, so these have to be pretty new. It's ridiculously warm out. I think this is home. Looks pretty good. It's pretty cold in the shade, actually. Honestly, the snow's not too deep, but I think I'm gonna throw my snowshoes on just so I could pack down where I want to set up camp. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it was a little uneven where I packed down with my snowshoes, so I just ended up filling up a little bit of the space with snow just to level it all out, and it should be good for the night. Should be long enough to hold the tarp down. This little thing works pretty great. If you guys are ever going to go winter camping, I definitely suggest that you take your sleeping bag and your pillow out as early as you can, just to let the down loft up a little bit, so during the night you'll stay warm. I would definitely recommend getting one of those folding pads, just because you never know what's going to happen throughout the middle of the night, and if your main pad pops, well, you're better safe than sorry. Well, as you can see, this dead tree was pretty close to where I'm camping, so I figured I'd take it down before it fell on me in the middle of the night. So I'm trying a type of fire that I've never tried before. Basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting the longer pieces of wood than I usually would. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lean them up against this down log that I already cut here, just to get it a little lower to the ground. And hopefully I won't have to process as much wood throughout the day. Now the bottom log should be wet enough that it won't burn right through. I should be able to continuously feed the fire with the logs on top. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Well, I lied. I switched it up. I ended up putting the logs on the bottom instead, having an issue where everything would just melt and the fire wouldn't reach the logs on top. Little sweet potato. Well, it's getting pretty dark already, so I decided I'm gonna make my lunch and my dinner at the exact same time because I'm not exactly sure how long the sweet potato is gonna take to cook. So we'll see how it goes. This is just some vegetables that I cooked and then dehydrated at home. It's crazy the difference it looks compared to when it's fresh. All I did was cover the vegetables with the boiling water, and now I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes. Gonna warm up some naan. We're gonna make a little pizza. Ooh, she's crispy. There it is. Well, like always, I added too much water. What else is new? Got some Swiss cheese. There she is. Super wet. I'm starving, so I'm super excited. It's delicious. May as well make another one. Thankfully, doing dishes in the winter is pretty easy. I think it's done. Got some spaghetti sauce here that I made at home. That's not the best noise ever. There it is. Not gonna lie to you guys, I literally just finished eating those pizzas. I didn't think the potato's gonna cook that fast. You know what? Even though I'm full, it's delicious. Last bite. So I'm gonna make some tea and see if I can find some more firewood for the night. Gonna do some chamomile tea. I ran out of water and I don't feel like sitting here and melting snow for a few hours, so thankfully I brought my auger. basically gonna cuddle this all night long. Hopefully it'll keep me warm throughout the night.
Well, the wind picked up and got a little cold, so decided to jump in the sleeping bag. Hopefully the tarp doesn't blow away, but I guess we'll see. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Good morning. I slept okay. Woke up to a little bit of rain too. Wasn't supposed to rain till later this afternoon. Gotta love rain in the wintertime. Time to get up and make some breakfast. Whoops. For breakfast we got bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's gotten a lot darker. I think it's only about 10 in the morning, and it's starting to rain again. It's looking real gloomy over there. Got some maple syrup. And some hot sauce. Rain in the middle of the winter. Eating some eggs and bacon. Can't get any better. I don't know if it can. It was unreal. It was actually really good with maple syrup and hot sauce on it. Everything's soaked. That's crazy. I've never heard thunder in the winter before. It's time to pack up and get out of here before I get hit by lightning. But first, coffee. Came from over there. I don't really know if I want to just walk across a wide open frozen lake during a thunderstorm. Not really sure what to do. Tell you one thing, I definitely wasn't expecting this. There was a light drizzle in the forecast, and that's about it, not a thunderstorm. Seems like the rain has slowed down a little bit, hopefully. Thankfully, I'm not here for another night. I definitely didn't set up my shelter good enough for that. Everything I have is soaked. Thankfully, I don't have very far to walk. The highway's pretty close to here, which my car is just parked off the side of. Just have to cross that lake. Today was pretty interesting. To be honest with you, it was also a little freaky. Make sure that you're always prepared. Obviously I wasn't. And if it was actually any worse, who knows what could have happened. Well, here comes the rain again.
Might be actually hail. It is hail. Thankfully, I'm pretty protected from this cedar tree. I don't have any rain gear. You know, it's the middle of winter. Why would I have rain gear? Anyone know how to fix that? Sounds like it's getting further away. Holy, the sun's coming out. See the sun. Looks pretty dry to me. It's 11:44 in the morning, and it's this dark. I highly wouldn't recommend walking across a frozen lake with a metal tripod in the middle of a thunderstorm, but it would take me a lot longer just to go around the whole lake. I don't know what one's safer. I'd love to make it all cinematic for you guys, but I'm not in the mood right now. Well, that was maybe top 10 stupidest things I've ever done. Did I run across the lake? You bet. Boring. Freaky.